heavy squats today. Of course, it's doing things falling. All right, let me try to fix you guys before I think what I'm gonna do is stick the knife behind, and then stick this right here. Hopefully that doesn't block your guys' view. Actually, no. Do it the other way around. There we go. All right, I think we got it situated. All right, we got heavy squats today. And we got the knee sleeves. I'm just gonna be breaking them in for now, and then we're only gonna use them on our top sets, just so I don't like get to the point where like I can't squat without knee sleeves. So yeah, this will only be my second time squatting with knee sleeves before. So, oh, come on. Yeah, like I said, this will only be my second time squatting with knee sleeves. Like for a good, like for a legit, you know, like kind of like max attempt type deal. All right, hold up. I'm gonna try to get you guys situated because it just doesn't seem to want to stay there. It's just really heavy. Alright, so this book's going to be slightly in the way, but this book's going to be slightly in the way, but hopefully shouldn't block any like, big shots. Come on, please, just work with me. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, heavy squats with the knee sleeves, and it's falling again. Alright, well, I won't take this car next time we work out, just so that way you guys can get a proper video, because you know, right now it's just been kind of, camera's been falling down the last couple of videos, which sucks for you guys. I'm sorry about that. But goal is gonna be get a nasty heavy squat session, pump out with some leg extensions at the end, and thinking we're doing 4 sets of squats and probably 2 sets of leg extensions with I'll call it 2 working sets, and then a set of I don't know what to call it, you know, where you just extend all the way out with some lightweight, and your goal is just to hold it there as long as possible in the extended position. So yeah, got a comment on one of my videos, and the guy was like, nice to see someone who enjoys math and lifting too. And you know, it's not too frequent, I guess, that you enjoy math and lifting, because my teachers, some of them at least kind of like last year, seemed to just be baffled by the fact that, you know, I could be strong and enjoy you know, like math or science or something like that. And a little bit this year too, where like they almost like treat me like better almost, or like they're like kind of jokey with me, you know, like a little friendlier. I don't know. It's just it's a weird kind of vibe. But either way, I do really enjoy math, and I think maybe engineering is in the future. I don't know what kind, honestly. My dad's a civil engineer, but there's so many fields it doesn't really matter. I just need to kind of set my sights on whether I do want engineering or not to be the rest of my life. But the other thing too is if YouTube works out, then that would be great. But right now I'm kind of just posting for fun. But I do have about a year and a half, so who knows? Maybe it'll be a Sam Sulek type deal where I just kind of get big overnight and lots of people start watching me. But that would be pretty sweet. I'm probably going to college either way, but you know, whether that degree gets used or not depends on, well, I'll say this, your degree is going to get used no matter, you know, what you do. But whether I go into engineering or not depends on how well YouTube pans out. So, yeah, we're going to get warmed up, and have a nasty, heavy, like, screaming squat day. I'm obviously not going to scream, but you know the point. Nasty squat day. Alrighty, man, this was a good workout. 405 for 5 reps. I've been trying to get that for so long. But anyways, there is some serious tornado weather right now. Can you believe it? Middle of December, there's 3 tornadoes about 30 miles southeast, no, southwest from us. So it's tornado weather. It's pretty windy. I mean, imagine you guys can hear it, but it's really windy, very overcast, very humid. Prime conditions for at least a massive storm. I believe that's what we're supposed to get later tonight, is a big old storm coming through. And you know, you wouldn't think that, but middle of winter and it's, you know, tornado weather. But figured I'd roll down the window since it's a nice day out, and it's actually 7 degrees out. 7. But yeah, 405 for 5, baby. Feel pretty good about myself. Obviously that first rep, the depth wasn't fully, you know, wasn't amazing, but you know, we got down on the rest of the reps. Second wasn't amazing either, but I could have muscled if I, you know, here's the deal. I think it was because of my knee sleeves why I didn't hit depth, perfect depth on the first and second. Obviously, you know, you go anywhere and you lift in the gym, that's gonna count. Powerlifting, no. But the reason I think I didn't get good depth on those first 2 reps is because I was wearing the knee sleeves, so it's hard to kind of gauge, you know, your depth wearing knee sleeves, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't gauge it by like how far down I feel like I'm going. I gauge it based off of like how my hips and knees feel. So my knees, I couldn't really tell just because of the knee sleeves. So, but I think that if I were to try it again next week, I definitely could get it full depth. Or even if I had, really locked into my mind that I have to go lower than I think I do because of the knee sleeves, I think I definitely could have got it this session. Even though that last rep was a bit of a grind, it wasn't the grindiest rep I've ever done. It only took about 2 or 3 seconds to get up, so, or even less than that probably. But either way, hopefully we don't have a tornado. Well, man, that would be a sight to see in the middle of December. Not middle, actually at the end of December, since it's December 28th, which is honestly crazy to me, because it means Christmas break is almost over. So I've already been out for 9 days. Already been out of school for 9 days. We still got a week left, but I'm leaving January 1st to head out to visit my mom. Obviously, yeah, anyone who watched my earlier videos know I go out to Nebraska there. So either way, pretty freaking good session, if I do say so myself. I know it's not great progression, but what, 6 months to be repping out so 6 months ago I hit 405, and now granted my squat went down over summer, so if we don't count the summer and we say, I think I was able to hit 405 again around mid-August or September, mid-September-ish. So if we say then, technically it's only been 3 months to rep out my max, but if we say that technically I did hit 405 in May or June, it's June. So 6 months to be repping out my max, but my squat's been going up so much more than the rate over 6 months proportionally. Over the last probably 6 weeks, I think I've added probably 65 pounds to my squat at least. So yeah, I'm liking this new program, definitely, where you kind of just do one all-out set and then you do some volume work with pause reps and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. 500's right there. So I did some quick math, and technically, based off of my so if you go percentage wise, 85% of 475 is 403.75. So if I did, and 85% is what you can do for 5 reps. So if I did 405 for 5 reps, it should put me around 475. Now that's not to say I can do 475, but that's to say, we got the potential to hit 475 right now, which is really, really, really good. Because it means 500 is close. I'm thinking we can hit 500 end of January, and we'll see where we can go from there. Maybe even get up to 550, something like that. 550 maybe. That would be pretty cool. But either way, we still have to lock in on deadlifts because I don't want to be squatting more than I deadlift. Come on. Who wants to do that? But I'm going to get showered, edit up this video, and we will see you guys tomorrow for, we'll do an arm day. We'll do an arm day. Check this out. It is really pouring. I'm just kind of sitting here. This is the storm that we're getting right now. This is definitely tornado weather. And this is December 28th. Isn't that something else?